Hey everyone, it's Kim, and today I want to share with you a project for a swap I'm doing over on Two Shabby Sisters Studio, and it was for an altered cigar box, and the theme was to do our favorite movie or television show, and my partner asked for something that represented her favorite movie, which was Gone with the Wind. So I really enjoyed doing this because Gone with the Wind is also one of my favorite movies. So it was a lot of fun to do it. I had to really get creative because my printer is out of ink. So getting photographs was difficult, but I was able to print off a couple of things, and I distressed them. And it actually worked in my favor not having the right ink in my printer. So I'm very pleased with how this turned out, so I hope that you guys like it as well. So let me share with you what I have done. And let me just alter the view here on my camera. Okay, there we go. So as I said, it's a cigar box, and I've left the bottom just plain for now so you can see that it is indeed a cigar box. I actually got these cigar boxes off of eBay for a really good deal. It was a lady here in Canada, and I actually got 6 of them. So I was very excited about that, so it was fun to alter this. So what I did first was, and I'll show you here, I gave it a coat of just regular white paint, and I am going to finish the bottom off. I just left that to show you guys. And then I covered it with this really pretty damask paper because I thought it sort of gave it that like old world Victorian type of wallpaper look. And this is a Recollections pad. I got it at Michael's quite a while ago. Really pretty paper. And it's like almost a chocolate brown color. So I put that all around the paper and on the all around the box, and then on the top of it as well. And then I took my sprays and gesso and some rub and buff and all sorts of things that I could find, and I really distressed it just to give it, like you can see there's some sprays here and the gesso, and then here on the front there's some more distressing. Really roughed it up because I really wanted this box to have a very old look to it. Gone with the Wind takes place during the American Civil War, so I really wanted this box to look like it actually came from that era. So after I put all the paper on, and you can see here at the top, there it is peeking out here. After I did that and got it all distressed and everything, I started to do my layering. And the first thing that I did was layered some lace on top of that. I put this lace here I actually got from Gisela and Lavish Laces. Hello, Gisela. She has the most gorgeous vintage laces quite often, and she, as you know, she's my favorite lady to get lace from. So I had put that all the way around, but I also put a piece down the side here, just down the side there. And then I put another piece of lace across here, all the way along, which you can sort of see a little bit here. And then I have another piece here, and actually this piece I got from my friend Kaylee. We had done a swap. Hello, Kaylee. She's my friend from Nothing But Crafts, and we had done a swap, a box swap recently. And this is one of the beautiful laces that she sent me, and it was a really, really wide lace, but it's also a beautiful sort of creamy tan color. So I cut a big piece of it. You can see it's here too, and laid that down on top of it. So after I had put all the lace on and everything, then I started with my embellishments. So the first thing I did was this frame, and this frame here is actually a thrift store find. It was this horrible light, well, not light, sort of a really dull silver color. It's not metal, it's like a hard sort of resin plastic. And the color was just awful, but I loved the heart shape because really at the heart of the story of Gone with the Wind is the love story between Red and Scarlet. So I wanted to incorporate a heart somewhere on here. And I also added a little one here, this little button. But anyway, I altered the frame. I painted it, I think I ended up putting like 3 coats of white acrylic paint on it. And then I started layering on top of that. I used the gold rub and buff, and then silver and platinum, and just really, and I sprayed it with some dark chocolate truffle Lindy spray, and just kept layering and layering so it would look very old and very vintage. And then I took some very thin lace here, and this I actually got in a recent haul from eBay. It's actually hand crocheted lace, a very, very thin piece. And then I put some of the Chinese braid around the edge. And this is from Butterbee Scraps, the gorgeous, gorgeous metal pieces that everybody's getting, and they're absolutely wonderful. I love these metal pieces. And then, as I said, I added the heart button here. So I distressed all of that, and then after that I needed to put a picture in the center. So I found this picture, which I thought was really beautiful. I thought they just looked so in love and so serene there. So I put that in, and this is just paper that I printed off, and it actually came out in this kind of purpley pink color, and I didn't really like it at all. But like I said, I was having problems. I didn't have any ink. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try and work with that. And I kept putting layer after layer of distress inks, and I put some of the Tim Holtz crackle paint in various spots because photographs from that time tend to be a bit destroyed and bent and creased and cracked. And then after that I put more distress ink on it, and then some white gesso to pick up the cracks and everything, and I'm actually quite pleased with how it turned out. And then I put, why is my brain gone blank? The glossy accent, sorry, over top of the whole thing. So it does now look like a photograph. You can see it's got that glossy edge to it, so it really does, and it's actually just a piece of paper. So I was really pleased with how that turned out. A lot of layers, but it worked out in the end, so I am pleased. And it does sort of have a sepia tone to it now, so I'm quite pleased with that. And then after I had done that, I put this lace all the way around the heart, just to give it a further sort of vintage look. So that was a little project all in itself. Actually, that took a while to do that. So after I had done that, I then started with my other embellishments. And up here you can see I've got this beautiful little Prima resin piece here. And she fit in just perfectly because it's the same sort of style and look that Gone with the Wind captures. And this is a little button that I had, and I thought that worked well. It sort of looks like a little resin piece. It's a little pot of flowers. And then down here I used the Prima door, and I distressed that as well, used some crackle paint and sprays and some rub and buff, and really just sort of made it look like an old door. And I was thinking this was sort of like the door to Tara, which is the plantation where Scarlett lives. So that was sort of the feel I was going for there. And then here in this corner, this is a Crafty Embleys piece here, and it's actually the book. You can see it's shaped like a book here. And Gone with the Wind, as you know, was a book before it was a movie, so I wanted to incorporate that. So I took this Crafty Embleys piece, and I got some of my paper that had some words on it to try and make it look like a book. And then I added these 3mm letters from Crafty Embleys and put the title Gone with the Wind on it. And then over here I used, I showed you guys this before in one of my other videos. It's a Crafty Embleys film strip piece, and it's wood. And I distressed it, used embossing powder. I originally painted it black, and then I started the layering with the embossing powders and the gesso and everything, and the rub and buff and all of that. And I wanted it to look like a vintage film strip. And I used my lady's diary, the little pictures from in there, because again it had the same sort of feel from that era of Gone with the Wind. And I filled the the sections up, and then I filled it with glossy accents to give it a bit more of a glossy look, so it actually looks like a film strip. And then, of course, I used the Tim Holtz film strip and just sort of weaved it in and around and curled it here and just in and around because, again, it was a movie, so I wanted to give that sort of vibe. I added a little vintage bird cage here and a key, and this beautiful, beautiful cameo, of course, really picks up the vintage feel. And some more beautiful vintage lace here. It sort of looks like a doily. And then these flowers here, very, very pale, 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 pale pink. Again, to just sort of mimic a little bit of the pink shade that's in here. And some half-back pearls in a very light pink color. And then these flowers here were white. They're all from Wild Orchid Crafts, by the way. And then I just took my Vintage Photo Distress ink and just gently went over them to give them a more sort of muted, aged look. And then after I had done all that, I took my gesso and went around and just kind of rubbed things with the gesso to sort of, you can see there's some here and there's some on the flowers and on the book here, just to sort of give it more of a vintage feel. And then for the closure, I took 2 vintage buttons here, and I just added this piece of lace, and basically you just sort of tie it around the buttons here, back and forth, around here, and it keeps it shut. So that's that, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I think she'll like it. I hope she will anyway. And then on the inside, of course, I've got lots of goodies in the bottom for her. But on the inside here, I've printed off another picture, and it does have the more purpley pink look, but that's okay because it's on the inside of the box. So, and it's got the title of the movie here, and then I added some more lace and film strip here, and some of the beautiful metal corners here. And here, and then this is a little pocket here with some nice eyelet lace and a lovely braided trim. And then of course I've got lots of goodies in here. It's a handmade flower that I made for her. And of course, some crafty embleys and some laces and trims and, you know, just other goodies that I think she'll enjoy. So that's the inside of the box. Because I couldn't really do too much the inside of the box because of the way cigar boxes are. This really has to be flat here because if you have any dimension at all, the box is not going to close all that well. So anyway, that is basically the box, and I really hope that she enjoys it. This was the first time I've done sort of a movie-themed box, so it was really fun, and I enjoyed being very creative with it and doing all these layers. It was really, really cool and a lot of fun. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions about anything you see here or any of the techniques I've used, or if you have any questions about crafty embleys or anything, just let me know. Feel free to leave a comment or subscribe. I love to hear from you. So take care, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now. Bye-bye.